Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Alia Zakira binti Azmi and I am under Madam Yusrina Andu for this final year project. I am proposing of morphometric characteristic and language relationship of S. paramamazine in Kota Bharu, Kelantan. Basically, my topic is about the mud crab or mangrove crab and often called as ketam nipah by the local. This type of mud crab can be found in Australia, Africa and Asia. They can be found in the estuaries and mangrove area. There are 4 types of mud crab species can be found in the world, but not all the species can be found in a same place. There are 4 species of mud crab can be found. There are S. paramamazine, S. tranquibarica, S. olivacea, and S. serrata. All species of mud crab can be discriminated in many ways. However, the morphological analysis is the easiest way because we can see through our naked eyes. The measurement of the morphometric characteristics also can be used to distinguish the species. The researchers revealed the morphometric characteristics and the length-weight relationship of the mud crab to distinguish the species. In Malaysia, the information on the morphometric characteristics and the length-weight relationship of the mud crab is scarce. In Malaysia, the information on the morphometric characteristics and the length-weight relationship of the mud crab of a single species and at the particular place is scarce. For this incoming final year project, I would like to propose the project on the morphometric characteristics and length-weight relationship of the S. paramamazine in Kota Bharu, Kelantan. The research of S. paramamazine in Kota Bharu, Kelantan is scarce. The lack of information about the population management of the crab will lead to the overexploitation. Thus, this will lead to the insufficient of source of aquaculture food supply in Kota Bharu, Kelantan. The rationale for this proposal is no significant relationship between morphometric characteristics and length-weight relationship of S. paramamazine in Kota Bharu, Kelantan, while the H alternate is there is significant different relationship between the morphometric and length-weight relationship of S. paramamazine in Kota Bharu, Kelantan. This study is important to collect the information about the length-weight relationship of mud crab. Thus, this can estimate the population of the mud crab. This incoming study will assist in identifying the population management of the S. paramamazine by identifying the morphometric characteristics and the length weight of the S. paramamazine in Kota Bharu, Kelantan. This study also important to estimate the population size of its stocks, especially for the purpose of the exploitation in Kota Bharu, Kelantan. The objective of this study is to identify the population of mud crab S. paramamazine in Kota Bharu, Kelantan. Furthermore, the study is to determine the morphometric characteristics based on the length-weight relationship of the mud crab Scylla paramamazine. Lastly, to analyze the relationship between the morphometric characteristics and length weight of the mud crab Scylla paramamazine using statistical analysis. From my literature review, I found that there has been confusion on the taxonomy of the species of Scylla. The poor identification systems of mud crab contribute to the consumption of existence of a single mud crab Scylla only. However, the researchers successfully discovered the taxonomy of genus Scylla by morphology, morphometric ratios, and the allozyme variability. Other studies also found the various species of mud crab Scylla by genetic analysis using mitochondrial DNA marker and also multivariate analysis of morphometrics. As I stated before, the mud crab can be found in the estuaries and the mangrove area. However, all species of the mud crab cannot be found in a particular place because the distribution of the different species of mud crab Scylla depends on the adaptation to water salinity and the environmental diversity. Almost studies which focus on the morphometric characteristics and the length-weight relationship of the mud crab Their aim is to estimate the population size of stock structure and to use the stock assessment model. Furthermore, the study to determine the population at the specific place for the sustainable fisheries resources management. A recent study also stated that the most suitable measurement for evaluating fish and crustaceans are through the morphometric characteristics and the length weight measurement. Next, I will focus on the methodology of this proposal. I will use the morphological analysis and also morphometric analysis for this study. The example of the morphological features are shown as this feature. The mud crab Aspara mimosine have triangular and moderately high frontal lobe spines. Other than that, the inner carpus spine is absent and the outer carpus spine is reduced, while the propader spine is reduced. The morphological features of mud crab Scylla species also can be compared by this table. For the morphometric analysis, the morphometric characters are divided into the Sheloped data, Carapace data, and the Periped data. There are 24 morphometric characteristics which can be used for the morphometric analysis. Now I will focus on the procedure of this study. For the collection of samples, I will get from the fishermen from the Kota Baru, Kelantan. The total of the samples is 30 of mud crab Aspara mimosine. They will be tied properly to prevent the injury and easy to handle. The mud crab will be brought into the animal laboratory for the study. The mud crab will be stored in the chiller before the experiment begins. Before I start the study, I will mark the total of 30 mud crab samples with the marker to prevent the redundant of data. The mud crab will be weighed using the digital balance to the nearest of 0.1 gram. After that, I will proceed to the next step, which are for the morphometric measurements. I will use the vernier caliper to the nearest of 0.01 mm. All measurements will be collected for the key-in of data. I will perform the data analysis using the Microsoft Excel 2016 and also the SPSS software. For the data of statistical method, I will use this formula. That's all for my proposal presentation. Thank you for watching.